All right, let's get this show started.
Dustin Poirier shares a surprising prediction for Gaethje vs. Holloway. After the Gaethje vs. Holloway fight was announced, a large amount of fans criticized the matchup, saying that Max stands no chance against Justin. One man who knows both individuals' fight game very well is Dustin Poirier. Over the course of his career, he has faced them both twice. He holds a 2-0 record against Holloway and a 1-1 record against Gaethje. Now, in an interview on the MMA Hour, Poirier said that if he could bet on the fight, he'd go with the underdog in Max Holloway.
I'm surprised that I thought Gaethje was going to fight Islam. You know, that's what the fight I thought was going to happen. It's definitely Max and Gaethje's a fun fight. You know, I fought both of them twice. This is going to be a fun fight for the fans. I'm excited about it as a fan of the sport, but I really thought Gaethje was going to get a crack at the belt.
Do you have a preference, or do you have an inkling who wins that one? Again,
if I could bet,
yes,
I respect both guys. Both guys are great fighters. I think I would put money on Max, just him being the dog. I see a lot of people online saying that Max is going to be undersized and that. Man, Max is a big guy. You know, him and Gaethje probably walk around the same weight. You know, Max isn't a small guy. And the striking, the timing of Max, his range, his durability. It's a coin toss, but if I was betting, I would bet Max.
Conor McGregor vents frustration at delay to UFC comeback announcement. An official date is yet to be announced for McGregor's UFC comeback fight against Michael Chandler, and he is beginning to lose patience with the promotion. Dana White recently refused to confirm the fight, saying that McGregor is still not ready to compete.
Can you clarify what's going on with him? Because he announced that he's fighting June 29th. Obviously, nothing official has come from the UFC. Right. Is that what you guys are leaning towards? I know you made some comments this week, too, in an interview, I think, with Sportsnet, and maybe it was taken a little bit out of context in terms of like the clarity. So where do things stand with Conor right now? Is he fighting in June?
No. When Conor's ready to fight, you know we'll announce it. That's what we do.
June is a possibility, though?
I don't know.
Okay.
On Tuesday, McGregor took to Instagram stories addressing his return, stating, "Get this date set." What do you guys think of this situation? Do you think the UFC doesn't want McGregor to return, or is it the Irishman who doesn't want to come back? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Ilia Topuria rejects a future fight against beginner Paddy Pimblett. Paddy has famously feuded with Topuria for quite a while now. The two nearly got into a fight during UFC London Fight Week almost 2 years ago at this point. While Topuria called for the bout immediately afterward, Pimblett reportedly shut him down. During Monday's appearance on the MMA Hour, the Spanish fighter was asked about a potential fight with Paddy and stated that he's not interested in fighting him anymore. Topuria also slammed his rival for an embarrassing performance against Tony Ferguson at UFC 296.
I take every fight as a professional. I look to all my opponents as a professional, but with him, it's personal. If I see him in the supermarket, I just smash him right there.
Okay, so you wouldn't want to have a professional fight with him?
Professional? He's not even ranked. Did you watch his last fight?
Yes.
What was embarrassing? His last fight was embarrassing.
The Tony Ferguson
right
fight?
Now, yeah.
Why do you think it was embarrassing?
The level he showed in that fight. That's embarrassing. Like, he looked like a beginner.
Michael Bisping reacts to Robert Whittaker's comments about the Dricus du Plessis loss. Whittaker recently reflected on his loss to DDP and stated that he's a much better fighter and that he beats him 9 out of 10 times. Speaking on his BYM podcast, Bisping said that Whittaker's comments could lead to some backlash from MMA fans and couldn't believe that Robert is still underestimating DDP.
I mean, who doesn't like Robert Whittaker, right?
Yeah.
You probably, but I feel like he's probably inviting some criticism here for saying that.
That's so funny you say that. I was thinking the same thing. Like, God, he's gonna get lit up for that.
Yeah. Look, listen, Whittaker's awesome, and he's still awesome. He's had an incredible career, and who knows? You never know. He might see him as champion again one day.
Right? He might be right.
And he might be right. Like when you look at du Plessis. He's not the most polished diamond you will ever see, but his takedowns are legit. His jiu-jitsu's legit. He's got massive power. He's got a good gas tank. He digs deep, and he's got heart for goddamn days. You put that all together, he's a problem for anybody. But people still underestimate him, even though he's the champion.
Colby Covington shuts down Shavkat Rahkmonov fight. Covington suffered a lackluster decision loss to Edwards back in December at UFC 296. Although Colby lost the fight, he remains confident that he will work his way back to an undisputed title shot, as he still considers himself the best welterweight on the planet. In an interview with Submission Radio, he said, "I'm in a title fight every time I fight, everybody knows that. To get back to that undisputed title, whoever is the biggest and best name that the UFC tells me I have to go through to get there. That is what I'm willing to do. I want that title more than I want to breathe, more than I want to live. I'm in my prime, I'm 35 years young, I haven't taken any damage in my career, especially in that last fight. Leon didn't leave a scratch on my face. There were a couple of tiny little bruises on my leg, big fucking deal. I landed double strikes as him. I know I'm the welterweight champion, I know I'm the best welterweight on earth. Just because 3 judges didn't decide it for me that night, that is not going to affect my future and how I train in my preparation every day." Covington also revealed X-ray photos confirming a broken foot in the first round of his fight against Leon, and revealed that he has not been offered a fight against Shavkat Rahkmonov. He continued, "How could I be offered to fight when I'm still walking in a walking boot? So I can't even think about fighting until I can get close to 100%. I'm 60% right now. Why would the UFC offer me a fight? Especially they know what's going on. They're in touch with the doctors. They're getting me the best care possible." Khabib's teammate shot dead in Dagestan. 21-year-old fighter Magomedrassil Mutayev from Nurmagomedov's MMA school in Makhachkala has been shot dead. Mutayev made his debut in professional MMA back in November and was scheduled to have his second fight in February. According to media reports, police have put a warrant on a 19-year-old Dagestani native named Nadir Khan Kadirkhanov. The motive is believed to be revenge, as Mutayev had confronted Kadirkhanov previously. Their previous confrontation was violent, as Mutayev and his accomplices assaulted Kadirkhanov. Afterwards, Mutayev allegedly urinated in the face of Kadirkhanov after the group assault. According to police and media, this disrespectful act is presumed to have been the prime motivator for the murder. CCTV footage of the act is available on social media, showing Mutayev leaving his training facility when the assailant pulls up next to a white vehicle and shoots him 8 times. Mutayev sustained injuries to both his head and torso and passed away inside the ambulance on the way to the hospital. Our condolences go out to Mutayev's family and friends during this difficult time. Rest in peace. Time for today's top memes. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to stay in the talk.